No dreamer, baby. The truth is my next of kin. So I know that I'm wrong, but I always keep thinking of the days that might have been. The world's no rosy garden. There are many things I wish I hadn't seen, and I know that it's wrong, but I always keep thinking of the days that might have been. But if we carry our loss and our sorrow and still ride the howling wind, we can be ready to meet all our tomorrows, holding on to the days that might have been. They say, look to the future, don't get caught up in between. And I wanna be strong, but I always keep thinking of the days that might have been. They say, no use in crying, and sad thoughts can only lead to sin. And I wanna be long, but I always keep thinking of the days that might have been. Give or take one aching solitude, give or take two faithless lies. I'll be anything you want me to tonight, if you just let me take off your disguise. Carry our loss and our sorrow and still ride the howling wind, we can be ready to meet all our tomorrows, holding on to the days that might have been. And if we carry our loss and our sorrow and still ride the howling wind, with you, darling, I'd best steal and borrow, holding on to the days that might have been, holding on to the days that might have been. Keep holding on to the days that might have been.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome
Tim Kelly. From the time my little boots hit the floor, I remember my daddy's old six-string rusted and worn. He taught me a lot about honky-tonks, whiskey and singing country songs. Yeah, daddy sure loved to hear me sing. I hear him holler from the back, sing it again, sister, sing it again, yeah. Yeah, I'll be from Fort Worth to Abilene, Austin, Lubbock, everywhere in between, raising hell and singing good old country. Country roads to a Houston show, been to Nashville and back again. There's just nothing like a Texas crowd, rowdy and loud. Sing it again, sister, sing it again, yeah. Yeah, I've been from Fort Worth to Abilene, Austin, Lubbock, everywhere in between, raising hell and singing good old country. Daddy's on the front row, boots on the road, gives me a wink and a grin. I didn't know he knew way back then I'd be raising hell and singing good old country. Yeah, I've been from Fort Worth to Abilene, Austin, Lubbock, everywhere in between, raising hell and singing good old country. Sing it again, sister, sing it again.
Her name is Elizabeth Ann. That is called Sister Sing It Again. She can definitely sing it, that is for sure. Making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. And the Cliffhangers starting off the show tonight, also making their radio debut on the program with Days That Might Have Been. They are from Tel Aviv, Israel. All that war going on, and they are putting out the country music, and we're putting it out for them. How about that? Welcome to an Indie Wednesday edition of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I've got a great 3-hour live show for you tonight and a couple of great radio interviews. Shimmer Johnson from the great group Shimmer Road will be with us in hour number 1, and also in hour number 2 I've got April N. Smith going to be on the program tonight. You're going to get to hear lots of great stories behind the songs and of course lots of great country music on the radio. And Shimmer Johnson is on her way back to Branson. We're going to hook up next week hopefully and be able to meet her again in person. We did already around Christmas time. That was awesome. We're going to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, hotandfunkyradio.com, and we are also on Boone Country Radio up in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com in Texas, NBRNonline.com in Nashville, and the Music Room in the UK. You can stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming outlets like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you stream music. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show. Young Eddie Johnson Music is where you can find him. He's got a brand new single called Big Red Truck. Hey, I've got one too. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Granddaddy was a blue-collar man, spent all his life just working with his hands. He dropped out of high school to work on cars. Bought the truck used back in '94, had a rusty tailgate and a dent in the door, but he fixed her up and he made that chrome shine. And we rolled down the highway face. You should have seen her blue eyes, the satin dress, and my bow tie. Some things are just picture perfect. And we rolled down the highway singing George Jones, somewhere in between love and the middle of the road. Some people say you can't buy happiness. That big red truck is the closest I'll ever get. Well, it may not be a Cadillac or a mansion on the hill, but you can't replace those times and the way they made me feel. And we rolled down the highway singing George Jones, couple good old boys just a joking and carrying on. Some people say you can't buy happiness. That big red truck is the closest I'll ever get. Yeah, we rolled down the highway singing them old songs, couple good old boys just a joking and carrying on. Some people say you can't buy happiness. That big red truck is the closest I'll ever get. She still runs. Good old big red truck. Middle of the week, need a brand new sound.
Turn that dial up, let the good vibes drown.
All those same old songs, we're letting them go.
Fresh tracks rolling on the Tim Kelly Show.
It's Indie Wednesday.
Sing it out loud.
New indie country.
Stand up proud.
Heartland stories you ain't heard yet. Tim Kelly's got the best you'll get.
It's Indie Wednesday. Come on, come on.
New indie country all night long. Tim Kelly's playing what you need today. The Tim Kelly Show.
Indie Wednesday. Small town stages to the big wide sky.
First time spinning, give them all a try.
One listen and you wanna hit replay. Tim's got the future on your airwaves.
It's Indie Wednesday.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
16 with a dream so wide, saved my cash for a 6-string ride. Took a few lessons, learned a quarter two, but the fear in my chest always got me through. But I never felt quite good enough. Always told myself it was too tough. Dreams like mine don't ever last, so I let the years go flying past. Watch others rise, I chill them on, but deep inside I felt so wrong. Wrote down lyrics in a hidden place, too scared to let them see my face. But time don't take away the flame, it just keeps whispering my name. So now I sing with shaky hands, but finally I can take a stand. This isn't for the radio or the flashing lights and the show. It's for the girl I used to be, who dreamed to get that melody. my song remind your heart it's never too late to start? 'Cause here I am, nearly 46, still chasing down those old guitar licks. And maybe I was slow to start, but I still got the song in my heart.
She is my good friend Kelly Miller. She is from Harrison, Arkansas, and she's a fantastic artist. That is called Still Got the Song in Me. At 46, still got those guitar licks. I love that. And love Kelly Miller, too. Her and her husband Heath are awesome. We got to meet him in Springfield, Missouri in person. And she may be in here on TikTok Live at Tim Kelly On Air here in just a little bit. You can join me live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. I'm live over there right now. Everybody tapping that screen, giving lots of hearts and likes and love. I appreciate that. I'm also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. I want to say hello to all the folks over there, and there are a bunch of them in there tonight. Thank you for joining the program. And that 30-minute mini movie behind me is lots of cool stuff to do in Branson, Missouri when you come to visit the live show capital of the world. And yes, we have lots of live shows in Branson, and they are back and running too for the springtime season. And I'm up and running again as well. So thank you for all the prayers and thoughts. And yeah, this cold has been something. I still haven't got the voice 100% yet, but it is coming back slowly but surely. Timothy James has a great voice, and we had a great radio interview not too long ago. You can check it out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, that tab at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I love this song in particular, the first one I ever heard from him, called Roll With You from Timothy James on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Comes down the stairs in a green sundress, a rose gold necklace I gave her on, long hair bouncing off her sunglasses. Man, she really turns me on. The parasol resting on her shoulder, hops in my truck, $1 million smile. She said, baby, where are we going? I said, let's get lost for a while. I wanna roll with you, stroll with you, run around the storm with you. Lay your head down on me, baby, making all our true. I wanna roll with you. She's round up eggs, wearing my t-shirt. Go back to bed, laying in my arms, talking for hours about your dreams and wishes. Let's take the long way home. I wanna roll with you, flow with you, wanna rock and roll with you. We got a good thing, baby, making all our dreams come true. I wanna roll with you. Craving your love, baby. So when you calling home to me, 'cause I wanna roll with you, stroll with you, run around the storm with you. I wanna roll with you, flow with you, wanna rock and roll with you. We got a good thing, baby. Making all our dreams come true. Making all our dreams come true. Everything you do, I do, so I wanna roll with
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Kelly Miller Music. Find Kelly Miller Music on the Sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on all major music streaming platforms.
I stood in the courtroom, the judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor. I have no defense. But that's when Mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case. Called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when Mercy walked in. I stood there and wondered, how could this be? That someone so guilty had just been set free. My chains were broken, I felt born again. The moment that Mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case. Called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when Mercy walked in. The blood was presented that covered my sins, forgiven when Mercy walked in.
That is a brand new country gospel song from my good friend Lee Sims. It is called When Mercy Walked In. Mercy, that is a great song. Absolutely. Lee Sims from Colorado. And you can check out Lee Sims' voice on my classic country radio station that airs 24/7 on the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. The interview that I had with Aaron Boltinghouse aired Monday night. It was supposed to air last Friday. We got it aired Monday night, so that is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives as well. We're going to play Aaron's song Tires Had Air, and then we're going to have my first radio interview of this evening with Shimmer Johnson from the great group Shimmer Road. After Aaron Boltinghouse and Tires Had Air on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Was a six-gun kid riding down the road, wind in my hair, card in my spokes, was a legend known all around. For me and my horse, fastest pedals in town, seemed like I could go anywhere, never having to worry or care. I was young, wild, free as the wind, chasing outlaws and never giving in. I'd ride, oh I'd ride, I could go anywhere, as long as my tires had air. I'm older now and I think back to the six-gun kid and the fun I had. Wish my kids could have seen those times. The world seemed like it was a little more kind. Your imagination could just run free. John Wayne, Gene Autry, or Jesse James. I could rob a bank, fight six men, as long as I was home by 10. I was young, wild, free as the wind, chasing outlaws and never giving in. I'd ride, oh I'd ride, I could go anywhere, as long as my tires had air. Outlaws and never giving in. I'd ride, oh I'd ride, I could go anywhere, I could go anywhere, as long as my tires had air.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got some great radio interviews. I've got Shimmer Johnson with us tonight from Shimmer Road. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing this radio program again, and boy, it sure was a pleasure meeting you last December, and you came to Branson, and we got to hang out and go have a meal. That was awesome.
It was awesome. It was good food, too.
Yeah, it was. How's Corey and everybody doing?
Doing great. They're just writing more new music and basically just, yeah, they're doing great.
Well, that's awesome, man. It sure was a pleasure to meet all you guys. And, you know, I've said this many times. I've interviewed hundreds of people, but when we actually meet them in person, you sure get a different perspective of the artist. And we became friends really quick over the first interview that we did. But, you know, we got this Branson connection going on, too. You went to high school here, huh?
I sure did, yeah. Back in, I can't remember what year I graduated, but yeah, I went to Branson, and I lived there in my teens with my dad. So, yeah, so I kind of grew up in that area in my core years, 15, 16 is kind of, when you're learning all of those valid things you need to know in life.
Right.
At that time.
Right. Well, and a week or so after this interview airs, we're going to get to meet you again. So we'll see you in some springtime weather this time.
Yeah, I'm coming to visit my family and on spring break.
That's awesome. Well, we look forward to meeting you again. That'll be fun. Yeah, growing up in Branson, I mean, this town, little town of 10,000, got a lot of shows here and a big history of country music. And probably that's what resonated with you growing up, too, was all the people that had theaters here, like Glenn Campbell and Mickey Gilley and Mel Tillis and Willie and Merle back in the 90s, split a theater here. That was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, there was lots of theaters when I first moved there, but growing up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, I didn't even know where Branson, Missouri was. So when I decided to go live with my dad, that's where he had retired. And so when I went to go live with him, I got to experience all of the really, cool theaters. And that was back when Country Tonight was still there. And, and Pier 76 was still on the corner of Lake Taneycomo.
Yeah.
That's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And, so I got to experience lots of the cool stuff there. Like my stepmom, for instance, when I was 16, she's like, "Here, we're gonna go and meet this guy, and his name's Bob Hope." I'm like, "Okay," because he's here in Branson, and I didn't even know who he was.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we ended up going downtown and meeting Bob Hope, and he was really old then.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I'm super appreciative of now because I had no idea who he was.
One of those icons like George Burns and some of them, he lived to be 100 years old. That was Bob
I know.
Hope. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of icons, you've got some influences that are icons in the world of music. You're influenced by these diva singers like Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and I was watching a young lady here that I've recently become friends with, Sade Shine. She was doing Donna Summer here in Branson at one of her shows. I was watching her do a live the other day. So those are some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there.
Oh yeah, I grew up listening to divas. That was kind of my style of music that I loved. So, Whitney Houston or Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, even when I'm just wanting to relax, that's what I put on. I'll put on my old school Mariah Carey album, Vision of Love and stuff like that.
Yep.
Just to sing along to. And yeah, those are a lot of my influences. As I got a little bit older, I started kind of jumping around in genres and listening to Alanis Morissette and Tori Amos and Kate Bush and, the alternative piano type artists. And then I got into Evanescence later and it got rockier. And then, country has always been my thing. I grew up with country with my dad. So,
yeah.
So country kind of was put in all my music, even when I was doing,
Yep,
pop music.
We got all that in common because I started out in radio doing 80s music, and I was doing the Evanescence, the Whitney Houstons, and all of that, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then that 90s country came along, and I met my first wife in southern Oklahoma around Ada, where Blake Shelton's from. We spent 20 years down there, and that's what got me into country radio. I was like, okay, I'm going to flip the switch and do country radio because I think it really tells the best stories. It's 3 chords and the truth. You can understand all the words. And in your bio, it says, you love to perform and get out in front of the fans. That's where your jam's at. But, everyone sings and dances along, and it's really interesting and fun to put on a country music show for those fans. They give back, it says.
Yeah, they do. Country, the difference between playing in my rock band, Circle the Wolves, that I play in all the time here in Edmonton. It's kind of like an Evanescence type style band. But to go to my Circle the Wolves shows and then to go to my Shimmer Road country shows, everybody's more smiling and happy and really enjoying the country stuff. So the fans are different in each genre, and the rock fans are still fun too, but they kind of just look at me going, what is she doing? Because I get that stuff's all really emotional based, right? So,
right.
But yeah, the country stuff, it's just always fun to perform, and it's storytelling and very emotional, type of material that everybody just, is drawn to. So.
Absolutely. Well, and I even hear a lot of influences from rock and these some of these other genres mixed into the country. We got the bluegrass, we got the Texas outlaw, red dirt country down there, that kind of thing. So, yeah. It's kind of all mixed in. But I love country music, and for sure, the country music independent artists like you and everybody I talk to are just so down to earth and so real and genuine, and they tell these best stories behind their songs, and we're going to hear 3 of your great ones tonight. But you and your husband even own your own production company, so it says like you can make a small venue look like a major production and feel like that when you do a live show. Tell us how that kind of works.
Yeah, we have a venue here in Edmonton called Chromosome, and it only seats probably around 80 to 100 people. But we have like a full production in there, so when you come to see shows, whether it's us or other bands that are in there playing, you get the full lighting show, and we have LED walls, and it's an amazing experience. It's as close as you can get to going to a big theater show or a big stadium show, but in a small little intimate room that you can really, connect with the fans, and it's an amazing type of thing. Like in LA, how they have the Whiskey and Go-Go, or, right. It's kind of similar to that. It's a smaller venue, but, intimate, and feels amazing to be playing up on that stage, right?
Oh, that sounds awesome. Now, you're Shimmer Johnson. You're one half of Shimmer Road. Jay Road is the other half, and you guys met by chance, and he was a drummer in the rock and metal genres. Tell us how you guys got together and formed this band, Shimmer Road.
Well, at the time, my drummer for my rock band, Circle the Wolves, ended up doing more of a sound and stuff for bigger 80s bands, so he was touring a lot, so we didn't have him anymore for our Circle the Wolves show. And my husband was like, hey, I think I'm going to ask this other drummer in this other band if he wants to come play for Circle the Wolves, which is what he did. And then I ended up meeting Jay, and we've been friends for almost a year and a half now, and we've created some amazing music together, originals as well as covers, and we formed Shimmer Road after. He also plays in Circle the Wolves when we do have the rock shows. So it's a little bit of everything. So I got a drummer ×2 for both of my projects.
I love
awesome.
It. I love the name of the band. I love the logos. Everything you got going on is a great vibe.
Yeah, I try to have, the fun stuff as well as the emotional connection in all of my original stuff. So.
Yeah. Now, I know up there where you're at in Canada, there is a ton of talent. I've had this gentleman, Michael Richard, who's my director of new artist promotions for Canada, up there from New Brunswick, finding me a lot of Canadian talent, but he's also funneled down here and finding some for me to play on the radio and to interview from the United States. But you got a hotbed of country music up there in Canada, and it's been hot for a while, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Alberta is pretty much Nashville North up here where I'm at. And so we have the CCMAs, and we have the Alberta Association. Like, there's lots of country here in Alberta as well as in BC. So if you're going to do any type of music here, country is the way to go, because you can get gigs anywhere when you're in Alberta if you're a country band.
And we're coming up on the time where spring and summer is the real hotbed for country music in Canada, because winter's getting ready to wrap up, and you can get out and perform in front of these folks at fairs and festivals and that kind of thing, and some outdoor venues, huh?
Exactly, yeah. And basically May, June, July, August, and September is kind of our prime months to get out there and perform outside at the festivals and, you know, indoors at other venues and of sorts. And yeah, it's great. Yeah, we kind of hibernate during Christmas.
Yeah, right. Well, you were kind of
that's why I come to Branson.
Right, exactly. I was telling you off the air before we got started, you're kind of like a world traveler. You came to see us in Branson in December. You're going to do it again in a week or two in this month of April. But you also went to the Grammys. You're a Grammy-nominated artist yourself, and I watched that whole video of a Facebook Live that you did driving in the back of a Waymo, which is a driverless car. And Corey, your husband's just freaking out.
Oh, yeah. It was funny. I always wanted to drive in one of those cars that has no driver in. That was like the weirdest thing. The Grammys gave us a free ride in a Waymo after the Grammy after party. So I was like, well, it's free, so let's just let's go and try it. But, oh, my God, it was funny. I think I was just teasing Corey just to calm my nerves because I was nervous.
So you had a car without a driver, and I made the comment when I saw it on Facebook, I've played golf without a driver. It's way more difficult, too.
Yeah, oh my God, it was super scary. And it's weird because you look and you can see the pedals moving up and down, but there's nobody there. It's so creepy. But you know what, too? It didn't even drop us off at our hotel. It went like a block and a half away and dropped us off.
I saw that, and you had to walk the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And you're, LA traffic, I left there 36 years ago, actually, 1990s when I left in the San Diego area, but I went to LA all the time. I couldn't imagine the traffic now. It was bad back then, but now it's just crazy. And to not have a driver in your car, I would be scared to death too. So I'm with you, Corey, on that.
Well, yeah, I got to go to the Grammys for the first time ever. I was able to become a Grammy member for last year. So what's really cool about that is every year I can submit stuff and it has that chance of being put on the ballots, and it gets listened to by all of the Grammy members, which is awesome. It's been able to connect me with new people, new producers, new writers, and I've met some amazing human beings being part of the Grammy Association. Like my friend Sharu, she's an amazing pianist, and she got on the actual ballot this year, well, in the 68th Grammys, I think it was. She got on the ballot, and I was cheering her on. She didn't win this year, but she's going to try some new stuff for next year. But my other friend, him and his daughter won Best Child, a children's album, which was really cool. So I'm super happy for my other friend that actually won a Grammy this year. So.
That's amazing, and it's fun playing dress up too, isn't it? And you and Corey looked pretty dapper that night.
Yeah, it was fun. I bought a dress here in Edmonton and wore it there, and then in Vegas, we stopped in Vegas before we went to LA, and we got Corey his suit there. So.
Yep, awesome. And, you probably were sitting right next to, right behind, right in front of some big celebrity names that I don't know if we'd know any of them if you want to give a shout out to somebody, but you probably got to see a lot of that too, huh?
Oh, I got to, the pre-ceremony actually was almost cooler than the actual televised version of the Grammys, because the pre-celebration and all of those Grammys that are given out, we got to see Youngblood win the Best Rock Performance Grammy, because they don't televise that. Still don't understand why they don't televise the rock portion of the Grammys, but they don't. But it was cool. I got to see Sharon Osbourne hug Youngblood and literally 5 feet in front of me, which was really neat. And, I sat beside some amazing people that I didn't even know were there. And, so it was an epic experience. That's all I can say.
That is pretty cool. It's kind of like this radio program. We have just as much fun behind the scenes off the air as we do on, don't we, when we get on here?
Yeah, it's fun.
We sure do. Well, let's talk about your first song, and this is the best song about Branson I've ever heard in my life. When you come up with this, and I played it last year, been playing it several times since. We're going to do it again tonight. Branson, you went to high school here. You grew up in Edmonton, Alberta, but you've been here enough to know some of the history of Branson, and it ended up in this song. Tell us about it.
Branson, I wrote about, I don't know, about a year and a half ago, and I wrote it about growing up in Branson, the 3.5 years I was there, and just kind of everything I experienced, and, falling in love with this guy that was there.
Yeah.
Him breaking my heart, and, that's in the second verse, I think.
Uh-huh.
And then the first verse is talking about my younger years, when I used to sing with my dad when I was younger, and basically it's just a little portion of each part of my life while I was in Branson. And the third verse is about me always coming back in December and April, and enjoying Branson, and just basically that will always be my home no matter where I am in the world.
Yep.
So that's what Branson's all about.
Well, we
and
absolutely
lots of people can relate to it.
Exactly. I can relate to it. I've been coming here a lot longer than when you first started because I'm a lot older than you, but when I was 7, 8 years old, our grandparents from Webb City, Missouri would bring us down here to Branson and get us season tickets to Silver Dollar City every year, that great 1880s theme park. We did the Marvel Cave tour, all the fun rides, the cotton candy, the funnel cakes, all that cool stuff. And it was just kind of like started a tradition of coming to Branson every year. And then lo and behold, 50 years later, I end up making the move here because I always thought, what a cool place to live one of these days. And ended up doing it, and then meeting my wife here and basing a radio program out of here, and now syndicated on 13 stations around the world, where we're going to put you out to tonight too.
Exactly, and that's what Branson's all about.
Yeah. And it's still a little bitty country town kind of community. I mean, the population's still around 10,000 or so. But everybody that come here, and all the shops you go into, there's craft shops, there's antique stores, there's, places to get fabric, like my wife likes to do all this crafty stuff. There's all kinds of things like that here in Branson. And, man, around Christmas time, you talk about this town's loaded with that kind of stuff. So everybody in all the shops we've ever gone to is just as nice as people you ever want to meet, right?
Exactly. Everybody's always nice in Branson.
They sure are. Well, we're going to play Branson from Shimmer Road, and then we're going to play your brand new song called Floret Radio, or Floret. It is actually just Floret. And then You and I. I love You and I, too. We'll talk about those when we come back with Shimmer Johnson, Shimmer Road, Branson on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
I remember when I was 3, we'd sing country songs in our home on Fiddle Street. Now looking back, it's plain to see how simple was so good and so free. I'll drive the memories. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Strip. Walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I remember 16, my first year. I fell in love and broke my heart for the first time. I wouldn't change things. I'll take what life brings, no matter where I go. I never left home. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Strip. Walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I'll always be in Branson. I'll always be left at 18, had to leave for my dream. I met a man, he heard the music in me. Now each December, no tour till summer, hand in hand we'll walk the memories. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Street, walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Street, walk the landing by Lake Tanico. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. And I'll stay. Ooh, and I'll stay. Ooh, and I'll stay. Leave flowers for me in Branson.
Her name is Shimmer Johnson with Shimmer Road. That is called Branson. What a fantastic song. Like I said, that's the best one I've ever heard, and just tells kind of the story of Branson and what you did, things like walking Lake Taneycomo and all of that when you came, and walking down the landing, and all of the stuff that we've done since I've been here. It's a fun place to be at.
It's great, yes. That's why I always come back.
Yep. And yeah, we look forward to having you back in a week or two, too. And, we met a guy down there one time, and he was telling us about Lake Taneycomo. It's full of trout. And it's generated at the bottom of a dam on Lake Table Rock, and that's why that water stays so cold year-round. It stays at 48 degrees or something like that. He said if you were ever to get in that water, you'd start getting hypothermia within about 5 minutes. You do not want to swim in it. So.
Probably, yeah. Definitely no swimming in it.
No swimming, yep. But, I saw a guy catch about a 4-pound trout out of there one night. I was walking the dock and late at night, and this guy hooked a big one, and he pulled it in. It was about a 4-pounder. So we love to do a lot of fishing around here, too, in this Tri-Lakes area of Branson. We got Table Rock Lake, we got Taneycomo, we got Bull Shoals, got a bunch of fishing and recreational stuff to do down here. Your next tune is called Floor It, your brand new single out to radio. Tell us about it.
Floor It, I wrote with a friend of mine, with my drummer, Jay Rode. That's where we get Shimmer and Road. Shimmer Road, we just put his last name and my first name together. That's how we come up with Shimmer Road. But we wrote it together with Corey and Ryan as well. And we wanted something, because Ella Langley had that new song. I can't remember what it was, but it had talking in it and whatever. I was like, I want to put a talking thing in one of my songs. So, we came up with this almost women being independent and getting out of, that crappy relationship and just deciding to say, I'm just going to floor it. We kind of compared it to flooring a truck and just getting out of there and being independent and just enjoying life. And yeah, and that's what the song's all about.
I love
being independent and breaking free.
You betcha. Country music and NASCAR goes pretty good together, and they like to floor. They like to floor it a lot. Absolutely. I just talked to a couple, Dennis and his buddy. They were on my show from Trailer Park Country, and they're from up there in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where it gets really cold too. And they've got this whole NASCAR and NFL vibe, and boy, they know how to rock the country music. That's for sure. They were fun to have on too. Now, this next song, the one that's going to kick off the top of the next hour, called You and I absolutely love it because it kind of has that diva sound vibe to it that you do with your vocals, which is amazing. Tell us about it.
You and I is written about the guy that I totally fell in love with in Branson. And the guy that totally broke my heart, and that song is all about him. I don't even know if he lives in Branson anymore, but if he does, Dave, that song's about you.
There you go.
And but yeah, it's all about him and how he literally broke my heart, and it's very honest, and yeah, it's got a lot of pop influence in it. So we had a little bit of country to it to make it country to be part of Shimmer Road. But yeah, I wrote it about 20 years ago, and it's just been sitting on my computer.
Wow.
And for so many years, and I finally just said, you know what, we have to get this out, because I kind of kept it private for just me forever, because you know, it was a personal thing. But
yeah,
I came to realize that, you know, I wanted to share it with everybody. So we redid it last year, and I re-sang it, and we put it out.
The gentleman that you married, Corey's a pretty good guy, though. You and him get along great. I could see that when we got together, you know, and you guys make some magic together in the world of music. So you're on your way to a lot of success. And thank you for being here again tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I always enjoy coming on your show.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe one of these days we'll see you on that Grammy stage holding one. Wouldn't that be cool?
That's going to happen. That's my goal.
Absolutely. I believe so. Tell us where we can find Shimmer Road on social media if they want to check out more of your music.
You can go to shimmerroad.com. That's our website. I'm actually rebuilding it right now, so there is still a website up, but shimmerroad.com. We're Shimmer Road Country, I believe, on Instagram, and we're Shimmer Road on X. So if you just type in Shimmer Road Music into the Google, all of our socials do come up. So I hope you guys do check us out.
You bet.
Yeah, we'd love to have you as fans.
Well, we're going to floor it and play these next two songs, and you and I had a great time tonight. We will have a great time when you come back to Branson, the live show capital of the world. I look forward to seeing you guys again. This has been fun.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, sounds good. Shimmer Road, and this is called Floored on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
There's a time when enough is enough. Broken promises, broken bones. I broke my silence, it's time to go. You're not worth the boots on your own 2 feet. I know I ain't no quitter, no I will not cry. Put my foot on the pedal now, watch me drive. You're always stalling, now watch me floor it. You once had the wheel, now I'm shifting gears, leaving you behind in the rear view mirror. You're always stalling, now watch me floor it. This ain't no sad song. I finally see that smile, it's gonna last a while. Rev that engine up, drive 1,000 miles, leave you in the dust that you called our life. I won't be the one that's missing you. I'm letting go of the one that you once knew, 'cause she's dead and gone, and I'm finally free of you. This ain't no sad, sad song.
The best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Broken me down into parts. Pick up the pieces without breaking apart. Fix all these thoughts in my head that's been haunting me. My heart is lost in the caves of regret. Forgotten myself, do I have to pretend? Break down the thoughts in my head just to feel a bit free. And I remember when you and I were more than friends. You and I, we fell apart. Now I can't decide if I can forget what we had. You and I could make amends. You and I could try again. Now I can't find you and I. Forgive all the past, the hurt and the lies. Make up for it and you won't need a disguise. It wasn't always me, those hurtful lies. We've been brave in the choices we've made, to pick up our stuff and then start walking away. But I am looking back
Her name is Shimmer Johnson. That is the group Shimmer Road. That is called You and I. And we always have a good time when we talk on the radio. And we have a good time when we meet in person. She'll be in Branson next week. I will take pictures of our second meeting. And we'll have a good time hanging out with Shimmer Road as well. So thank you for being on the program tonight. One of these days, she keeps making songs like that. And we keep playing it on the radio. She will be holding a Grammy in her hand. Maybe two of them. And one in both hands. That'd be awesome too. Wouldn't it? You can check out this interview after the live show. It will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, that tab at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And I've got 2 more hours of this great live show. In hour number 2, April N. Smith is going to join me at the bottom half for another great radio interview on tonight's program. You're going to love her music and her stories behind the songs as well. So stick around. We're just getting started for hour number 2. Danny Spiral and I had a great radio interview about a week ago, and since that interview, he sent me a brand new song. We're going to debut it tonight. It is called Hating Your Name from Danny Spiro on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Like the only word anybody knows, and I can't escape it. Right as the ink on this arm, and I can't erase it. Now the thought of it hurts like a Bourbon Street curse. The way that you said it when you first threw it my way. It used to roll off of my tongue, all I wanna write, be the whisper in the middle of the night, an echo in my head, a line in every song. First time I heard it, it's all I ever wanted to say. But lately I've been hating your name. Turn the movie off, cause the best friend had the same one. I even find myself correcting everybody when they're saying it wrong. When I hear the first letter, I hope it ends better than the one I used to love. Back when I let it roll off of my tongue, all I wanna write, be the whisper in the middle of the night, an echo in my head, a line in every song. First time I heard it, it's all I ever wanted to say. But lately I've been hating your name. Scratch it out the heart we carved out back. Wanna forget how you first looked so good with my life. Let it roll off of my tongue, all I wanna write, be the whisper in the middle of the night, an echo in my head, a line in every song. First time I heard it, it's all I ever wanted to say. Lately I've been hating your name. Girl, it ain't sounding the same.
This hour of the Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Trisha Marie Music. Check out Trisha Marie Music on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on TikTok at Trisha Marie 00.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
He can cheat on me and lie, y'all, but you know I'll always win, because I still got his credit card, and you know I love to spend. I'm going down to the downtown boot barn. I'm gonna buy me something real nice. I'm gonna walk out the door, hop in my car, burning rubber on his dimes. I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes in cowboy boots, the kind of pair that'll make all the boys drool. I'm gonna spend his money, honey, what can I do? I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes in cowboy boots. Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. I'll walk in like a heart attack, and every boy will drop their jaws, and I'll be saying he'll know when he wants me back, when he sees what he's lost. I'm going down to the downtown boot barn. I'm gonna buy me something real nice. I'm gonna walk out the door, hop in my car, burning rubber on his dimes. I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots, the kind of pair that'll make all the boys drool. I'm gonna spend his money, honey, what can I do? I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Yeah, I cried for about 5 whole minutes. Then I fixed my hair and my lipstick, turned your heartbreak into retail therapy. Watch me make your karma aesthetic. You can keep all your sorry excuses. I look better without your mess. You lost a queen, gained a lesson, baby, that's called progress. Now turn it back up. I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots, the kind of pair that'll make all the boys drool. I'm gonna spend his money, honey, what can I do? What can I do? I'm gonna buy some Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Break hearts, cash checks, tell the truth. Yeah, I glow different when I cut you loose. Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Should have cheated, babe.
Her name is Trisha Marie. That is called Daisy Dukes and Cowboy Boots. Trisha Marie is from Michigan. She's also a director of New Artist Promotions, helping me find great talent like herself to put on the radio, to play their music and to do interviews with. And you can check out Trisha and I's, both of our interviews are in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I haven't interviewed him yet, but I'm sure excited to. He's in our chat room right now over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Scotty Campbell. This is an interesting title and a great song called Living with Liabilities on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
It started with a mirror, a brand new gym bag, a diet plan, and a shirt with a tag. You're taking me time, you're finding yourself, but I can see that sparkle and it ain't good for my health. You got a glow I've never seen before, and a password lock on that iPhone door. I'm trying to trust, but baby, I confess, it's looking like you caught a case of something I can't test. Yeah, you're living with loud BTs. Got that look in your eyes, girl, I can see it. You say it's just friends and girls night out, but I'm losing my mind while you're working it out. All these symptoms I can't ignore. It ain't love like it was before. I'm trying to heal, but truth is you're gone, and I'm living with loud BTs. Late night scrolling, laughing at texts. You say it's mean, but my heart says next. Trips to the store just to get some air, but your perfume lingers like someone else was there. You got new friends and a brand new smile, and I ain't seen that spark in a while. The way you hide that phone like a loaded gun, girl, IBTs is a dangerous one. Yeah, you're living with IBTs. Got that look in your eyes, girl, I can see it. You say it's just friends and girls night out, but I'm losing my mind while you're working it out. All these symptoms I can't ignore. It ain't love like it was before. I'm trying to heal, but truth is you're gone, and I'm living with IBTs. Maybe it's me holding on too tight, or maybe your heart took another bite. But love don't fade in a day or two unless you caught that lie that's changing you. Yeah, you're living with loud BTs. Got that look in your eyes, girl, I can see it. You say it's self-care, but I know the signs when the truth's been skipping on borrowed time. Guess love's a sickness hard to cure, but your heart ain't mine anymore. Now I'm just learning how to live with this. Baby, I'm living with loud BTs. Yeah, it's a heartbreak disease, and I'm the one wearing the scars it leaves. Middle of the week, yes, feel good time.
Turn the dial up, let your heart unwind.
Fresh new voices rolling down your way. We're riding into town on a brand new wave. It's a Tim Kelly Show. Indie Wednesday, spinning all the best in new indie country.
From back road bars
to big bright dreams, you hear tomorrow stars first. Right here with Tim Kelly, yeah, the Tim Kelly Show. Indie Wednesday, playing all the best in new indie country.
Don't touch that dial.
We're just getting started.
The Tim Kelly Show. Indie Wednesday.
This is Nick Taylor, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I close my eyes, but I know you're there. All the pain that I've had, all sleepless nights that I've cried in the silence, I know you hear me cry. The world makes me weak, but you make me strong. And those nights that I lie there in pain, you hear me cry. You hear me cry. These scars, they'll fade. The pain, the suffering, the constant pain you'll take away. You'll heal me from this flesh and bone. The world makes me weak, but you make me strong. And those nights that I lie there in pain,
His name is Nick Taylor, Tayler. If you want to check him out, Nick Taylor Music is the Facebook page. That is written by Glenda Baker. Glenda Baker is hanging out with us tonight over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air and listening to her song that she wrote that Nick Taylor absolutely nailed. It is fantastic. You Can Hear Me Cry. Go get that one, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Taylor Music all over social media, and he is hanging out with us tonight at Tim Kelly on Air on TikTok as well. I've got a couple of great songs to play, and then I've got another great radio interview tonight. April N. Smith will be joining us shortly on the program after two more songs. Princess Peace and Jory Jewett on the way. This is called Red Rodeo from Princess Peace on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
People were everywhere, everywhere I could see. Gas tank was empty, oh, and red shoes on my feet. I wore those shoes yesterday. I looked around the black and then I said, I won't be wearing them again. They were the wrong shade of red. I wore those shoes yesterday. To roll, I wore those shoes yesterday. I looked around the black and then I said, I won't be wearing them again. They were the wrong shade of red. I wore those shoes yesterday. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think no more. My heart felt like a red rodeo. 7 horses running from my soul. I wore those shoes yesterday. I looked around the black and then I said, I won't be wearing them again. They were the wrong shade of red. I wore those shoes yesterday. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think no more. My heart felt like a red rodeo. 7 horses running from my soul. 7 horses running from my soul. 7 horses running from my soul.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Are you tired of your journey? Are you tired of your burden? Come lay down. Hello, pridey girl. So far and so alone. It's time to come back home and lay down. There is no fear in the presence of his love. It's always been enough, come lay it down. There is no shame, stand against his grace. He knows all your ways, so lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the eyes of Jesus. There you can abide. Yes, there you can abide. There is no toil to bring you back again, to make up for what you did, so lay it down. His yoke is easy and his burden light. Life made whole with Jesus by your side, and lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt. For his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears. For his love is greater than you know. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt. For his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears. For his love is greater than you know. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. And lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt. For his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears. For his love is greater than you know.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got some great radio interviews in the program tonight. April N. Smith is with us. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program, and I appreciate the time. And, boy, I've been playing your music and sure appreciate it. You got some great songs.
Well, I certainly appreciate you playing them and putting them out there so people can hear them. We need more people like you in the world.
Well, thank you so much. And we've got some great talent on this program all the time, and I'm amazed by how much untapped talent is still out there, and I'm glad you circled around and got in here.
Oh, absolutely. I think that you probably found me on Facebook, I think is how you saw us, and that's how we made connection, maybe. Maybe through an email also from my radio promoter. He probably sent you this, though, but I'm glad that we made that connection, and I'm able to be with you today.
Yeah, absolutely. This, though, actually was the first song that I heard of yours, and I was like, wow, okay, there's got to be some more, and there sure was. And so I like to talk about 3 songs during these interviews. I call them the stories behind the songs, but your story, you grew up, I guess, in Texas, down there in Northeast Texas, right?
I did, in Northeast Texas, in a little town called Dangerfield. Most people don't know where that's at, but it's not far from Longview and just a few miles from Mount Pleasant. If anybody knows that, we're between I-20 and 30. So, Big Dangerfield has a population of about 1,500 people, but we are a big football town. Won lots of football championships, and so I bleed blue when it comes to that. That's where I grew up.
That is great. My wife is actually from Dallas-Fort Worth area. Her dad that we lost about 8-9 years ago is buried in Laurelland Cemetery, where Stevie Ray Vaughan is buried, and she's got relatives in Cross Plains and Forney, Texas, and we took a trip out there a couple of years ago and got to see them, and so yeah, it's a great Texas music scene down there with that red dirt country and all that stuff they got going on. They got their own award shows and Texas radio charts and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep, and I'm very blessed to be a part of that community. It is definitely a family. We support each other, and just today I was walking through Walmart with my grandson, and Gabe Choate messaged me and just sent me an encouraging text and said, hey, I just want you to know I saw your song and how it's doing on the charts. Just wanted you to know that I'm proud of you and hope that this song continues to do well for you. And he didn't have to do that, that's just the kind of thing it is people support and look after each other and celebrate each other's successes, and so that's always good.
Boy, and that's what I started here just recently. If you haven't already liked it, go to my Facebook page at Indie Country Artists United, and that's exactly what that is for. And I've already got 350 plus people in there, and you're welcome to share all of your social media links, your Spotify, do stream live on there, put a tip jar up, whatever you want to do with it. It's artists supporting other artists. You might find somebody you like and you want to co-write with them, you want to do a duet, that kind of thing. So,
well, I'm a member of that community because I followed it as soon as you did, and so I'm excited about getting plugged into that.
Yeah, that is awesome. And my buddy Gabe Choate, I've had him on the program, and my good friend Megan Irby, they collaborate too, and they're great friends down there in Texas. So that's awesome. Small world. We were talking about that. Before we got on here, I found out that you've been to Oklahoma a bunch. You're pretty close right there. You said you were been to Durant, Oklahoma, and I spent 20 years down there in southeast Oklahoma before coming back up here to Branson, Missouri. So that's where I got my love for country radio. Back in 1990, I moved there and married my first wife. We were married for 20 years, and everybody's listening to that 90s country, and it probably helped inspire you along the way, too.
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely where I draw a lot of my inspiration from, and we really try to stay very true to that country sound from that era whenever we're creating and collaborating on what we want a song to sound like. We try to tie back to Trisha Yearwood, Reba McEntire, Martina McBride, Pam Tillis, Patty Loveless, those people. That's kind of where my sound got shaped at, and try to stay very true to that. There's been a couple of them that have been one-offs that we got a little excited and went a little different direction, but we try to stay very much true to the classic country sound.
There you go.
Yeah, I fell in love with it.
I love it so much. I had to start a classic country radio station. It plays on my website 24/7. So if you like all of that stuff that you just mentioned, you can listen to it in your car. There's a QR code you can scan, and you can download the app and all of that stuff. So I love that so much. And of course, I love the 80s music too. So I got the big 80s playing on my website as well. Because before I got into 90s country and all of that, I was doing 80s music with Madonna and Journey and REO Speedwagon, all those great groups from back in the 80s. That was quite a decade too. But
yes.
They say that country music tells the best stories, 3 chords and the truth, and I'm sure you'll agree with that, and it's great for songwriting, isn't it?
I absolutely would agree with that, and you'll find that in most songs that I've recorded, either if it's something that I have written or if it's something that someone gifted me, it has to be something that's true to my life. If I didn't live it, then it's really hard for me to connect with a song and sing about it.
Right.
And so you'll find in all of my music there is some sort of connection to my life, and so when we get ready to talk about the songs, you'll hear that in the stories behind the songs.
That's great.
So.
You know, a lot of these artists that I've interviewed have been on Blake's Team of the Voice when he did 23 seasons of it, or American Idol, or America's Got Talent. All of these talent competitions out there that showcase this talent, and I think that me and them both are just scratching the surface of what's out there. But if that song doesn't move that coach or that judge to turn their chair or turn my head, you know, that's what we're looking for, isn't it? It's got to evoke emotion in you, and then you give it to others too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, it's within probably 15 to 20 seconds of a song. I can tell if it's something that I'm going to be able to connect with, or if it's just something that, you know, and a lot of times I can be like, oh, well, I can hear this artist singing that. I think that would be something. And I have forwarded songs on to. In fact, Gabe's one of those people that I got sent a song, and he's getting ready to release it, so I won't say much about it. But they sent me the song, and I listened to it, and I was like, I just don't hear a female vocalist singing that, but I know somebody that would sing it, and I know somebody that would do a good job with it. And so I sent it on to him, and he called me. He was like, are you sure you don't want that? And I was like, nope, I think that it needs to belong to you. And so and that's, you know, we do that as well as songwriters. We learn each other's lives and where they're at, and what, you know, where they're writing from. And so a lot of times we'll write something that will better fit them than it will us.
Right.
You know, and that's really cool whenever you've got those contacts that you can reach out to and be like, hey, I wrote this, not for me, but would you give it a listen and see if you're interested in it? And that's a cool connection that we get to have as well.
Well, recently I have connected with a bunch of songwriters. In fact, so many, I started this thing called the KICR Songwriter Showcase. So there's a lot of songwriters out there that don't sing, and they just want their songs to be heard, and they don't have a platform to put it on. And so I come up with this idea, and I don't care if you use the AI technology that's out there and you put a duet together or whatever you want to do with it, as long as you wrote the song and they're your lyrics and you want to get that message out to the world, then I put it on there, and then an artist maybe can pick that up, because your email address is right under your music player that can hold up to 500 songs, and then they can reach out to you and say, hey, I'd love to cut that one, and then I'll let you guys work out the royalty and the copyright and all that between yourselves, but it's just a way to bring you all together.
Well, I will definitely pass that on to my friend Tim Slazner. He's written a ton of songs for me, but he's not a singer. And in fact, he just put a compilation of songs together that he pulled that he thinks are really strong songs that he just hasn't had picked up yet. And he just released it, I think, last week, looking for people to record those songs. And so I will, when we hang up, I will definitely forward that information to him and tell him that would be definitely something he would be interested in doing.
Absolutely. You know, and I come up with these wild ideas because I'm like you guys. Songwriters think out of the box. You know, you're kind of a different breed, and I've realized that by doing the Songwriter Showcase and you know, getting a good feel for what is out there. So I come up with this idea. It's called the Demo Listen Derby. It's a takeoff of Demolition Derby, because I've been to those car races and all that. But this is listening to demos, and we put together like a top 20 countdown, and I've got a Songwriter of the Week feature in there now and stuff like that. So it's really taken off. I love that. There's a lot of great talent out there in the songwriting community, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. And I get to play a very small part of that, because I sometimes I don't feel like I should call myself a songwriter, even though I have penned several of my songs and have played a part in writing almost all of them. I still sometimes I think, where did that come from? Because that's not normal. But I'm very blessed to be a part of that.
Yep. It's a God-given talent, and I say that all the time, you know, and you're giving God the glory when you give it back to the world, you know, when you tell these stories, especially in a live show, and you can see out there in an audience that people are resonating with that. They've gone through the same thing or are going through it, and, you know, they'll come up to you in the meet and greets and tell you, hey, I love that song. That's one of my favorites. Where can I get that CD? That kind of thing, huh?
Yep, and those are the moments we live for.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about how you got into singing, because you got a great voice, too. Did you grow up wanting to sing in church or what?
I did. I grew up in a very musical family. My mom was the piano player at church. My uncle played guitar and was in the choir, and my grandparents both sang. And when we rode in the car, we didn't turn the radio on. We always sang a cappella and participated in church fifth Sunday sing-ins, and I sang my first solo at church when I was 6, and then when I was about 10 years old, I guess it was, my grandmother took me to an Opry house and let me audition. And that was the first time I'd ever been with a live band. I didn't even know that I was going to have to audition with a live band. I thought that I was going to be taking a cassette tape over there for them to play. And when I got there with my cassette tape, they were like, no, you don't need that. We have somebody to play for you. And that's when it really, the bug really bit me, was whenever I stood up on that stage and felt the band behind me, and that was just a feeling. I said, I never really want to lose that. And so from that point forward, really every Friday and Saturday night I was singing at some sort of festival or fair or local Opry house. I kind of got in the rotation of about 5 or 6 of them, and so every weekend I was singing somewhere, and did that for a really long time.
That is awesome. You probably didn't go through that stage fright period. It doesn't sound like you were just ready to bust out and get in front of folks, huh?
Well, I don't know that I say all the time that I still get nervous before I sing, because I think that nerves are a good thing. I always say that if you lose your nerves before you step out on stage, then you've lost your love for it. Yeah. And so I've always had that, but I think that I just loved it so much that I was able to overcome it.
Absolutely. You're pretty good at these radio interviews. You don't sound nervous at all.
I do my best, but I'm also a school teacher, so I talk all day.
Oh,
and
wow.
So that's kind of one of those things that I'm used to, making conversation and having to go back and forth. And so that helps break the ice and keep me pretty rehearsed on
right.
talking to people. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I remember having to do essays in school and stand up in front of the class and do that kind of thing, too. And I was telling you, as a young man, I always wanted to be in radio. And so here we are. I love this. And, that's a neat thing, because I talk about that all the time. I have artists that are police officers, they're firefighters, they're school teachers like you, they're nurses. I've interviewed a bunch of those. And, they're helping people every day on a daily basis. You're impacting a lot of young lives in the work that you do, but people want to grow up and do what you're doing in the singing world because of what you're doing it too. You probably realized that a long time ago, but.
Well, and I have a lot of my students who follow my work, and they listen to my music, and a lot of them have been very excited about this new song, and we're actually putting together a career day for our school, and they asked me if I would be a part of it, and I was like, why do you want me to get up and talk about being a teacher? They were like, no, we want you to get up and talk about being a singer. And I was like, oh, okay. And so we're getting geared up to do a little presentation for the kids, and I'm going to try to bring in one of my guitar players to play live for them, and we're going to set up all the lights. I think that they'll be excited about it. So I want to give them that complete experience of seeing what it's really like, but yet talk to them about really all the hard work that goes into it as well.
Right. Boy, that's an absolutely wonderful thing, and I talk to a lot of people too that say they got their first guitar when they were young, like the people that you're probably having in your class, and they start playing, and there's so much technology out there now. We got video games and all this other stuff where everybody's glued to their cell phones and all of that, but I think it's really neat when young people still get in there and learn how to play the guitar and learn the chords, and then maybe later on they take to other instruments like the piano. They say that that's a great instrument for writing music too, is the piano and stuff like that. It's wonderful to see that young people still interested in music growing up.
Oh, it definitely is, and I encourage students all the time. They'll say, I want to be this or that, and I tell them, well, learn it while you're young, because I didn't learn how to play the guitar. I tried, and I took, I don't remember how many months of lessons, and the guitar teacher finally told my mom, she just can't get it. And I do know how to play the piano enough that I can write music with it, but I don't know enough to be able to accompany myself. Yeah. And that's one of my greatest regrets, is that I wasn't ever able to pick up the guitar and learn to play it. And all my guitar players, I have 4 different guitar players that rotate and do different shows with me, and they have all said, oh, well, we're sure that we could probably teach you. And after a couple of tries, they're like, oh, wait a second, no, maybe it's my fingers, they just won't bend like that, they don't work in that direction, and I think that they said it's in my mind, but I don't know. I think that was just not the talent God gave me.
Yeah.
So,
you know,
it's okay.
Sometimes we have to get things out of our own head. My daughter talked me into doing this show on TikTok Live. Now I do it on YouTube and all of that on camera. I'm like, no, that's TV. I'm in radio. So, you know, it is. Sometimes we just got to get out of our own head and go for it. But keep trying. You might pick it up one of these days. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to just keep trying at it.
You know, I get a lot of interesting song titles in my email. Yours came up, and it's just entitled This, Though. Tell us the story behind it.
So, I was married for 19 and a half years and then got a divorce, which is where Enough came from, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But then after that, I spent 8.5 years single and just doing music and wasn't in any kind of relationship, and kind of had resigned myself to that that it was never going to happen for me. I had a couple of really tragic relationships that in between, but nothing serious. You know, it was just tragic. Yeah. But anyhow, and I had resigned myself that never was I going to meet anybody. I was just going to be single, and it was fine. And then one night, a gentleman came to my show, and he came up and sat next to the stage, and he sang perfect harmony with every single song that I did. And I looked over at him and I said, "Are you singing harmony with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I sure am." And he's like, "If it's bothering you," I said, No, it's not bothering me. I thought that's what I was hearing and couldn't figure out where I was hearing it from. And anyhow, and then so fast forward a couple of weeks, and he asked if I'd come over and have dinner, and so I did. And we've been together ever since. And about 3 months after that happened, Tim Slazener, the songwriter I was telling you about, he sent me a song. He said, I know that you've never released a love song, and I'm not really even sure that this is anything that you would be interested in, but I want to send you this and see what you think about it. And I said, okay. And he sent it to me, and I started listening to it, and I just started shaking my head, and I was like, was he sitting somewhere watching this entire thing happen?
Wow.
You know, a Friday night, me playing a gig at a little small restaurant, thinking, this is just a normal night for me, and it turned into, something like I've never known. And so that's the title, is This Though. Mm-hmm.
You got two guys that want to be with you. One of them in a relationship, and one of them wants to pitch a song to you for that. That is awesome. So
that's right.
Yeah, it best of both worlds. Well, it came out fantastic. I love that song, and I've played it several times. We're going to do it again tonight. We're going to come back and talk about two more interesting titles. Now, I've played John Connolly's Rose-Colored Glasses, plays on my classic country station 24/7, but this is called Broke My Rose-Colored Glasses, and then we'll talk about a one-word song title called Enough when we come back with April N. Smith. This, though, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
My last Friday night dinner for one was the best one in a while. You walked right into my heart with your loving smile. My world was full of emptiness, burning the candle at both ends. Now it's all completely changed. Hallelujah and amen. This though, sometimes it's hard to believe. Never knew love could be so good. A dream that alone I could never weave. Charmed in many ways, but this I've never known. I kinda thought I had it made, but this though, thought we were gonna take our time, but it was only just a minute. We both knew from the get-go we were already heart deep in it. And days I won't remember turn into nights I can't forget. And I look forward to tomorrow, 'cause it might be the best one yet. This though, sometimes it's hard to this though.
Her name is April Lynn Smith. That song is called This, though. It is fantastic. Her current one out to radio. I've been playing the heck out of it, and keep making that great country music, my friend.
We're doing our best to keep cranking them out.
You bet. Now, we were talking about, you being a school teacher and all of that and how you're impacting these young lives. A lot of people growing up, they want to be teachers, they want to be police officers, they want to be firefighters and all that. But I love seeing a lot of people want to be country music artists, too, in those talent competitions I was talking about. Aren't you amazed, and when you see them, how young some of these folks are, and then you hear them sing, and you're like, man, look at the hair on my arm standing up kind of thing, huh?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Of course, I don't watch a ton of TV, but whenever I get to sit down and watch some of those, I think to myself, my gosh, And the sad thing about it is that a lot of those kids are super talented, but they'll never, there's just It's really more about who you know than whether you're talented or not anymore these days. And but it is. I mean, and it seems like I don't recall that there was that many kids that were that talented whenever I was younger. Either that or it was we just didn't have the social medias and the shows and everything to showcase it. But it just seems like there's just more and more really talented kids coming up, and it's amazing to me to see some of them that can play instruments. Of course, anybody that can play an instrument's better than I am. But to play instruments and multiple instruments and be able to write and sing the way that they do, it's crazy. Yeah. It really is.
And I see that a lot on social media. I was doing a show one night. I get through with the show. I'm laying in bed. I'm scrolling through TikTok. And in 30 seconds, this young lady, Savannah Benz, she's 19 years old at the time, getting ready to go to Belmont University. She was in her last year of high school when I came across her. And just in 30 seconds, like you said, if that song's a fit for you, well, I knew she was a fit for this program. And I reached out to her through TikTok, and I've interviewed her twice, just something like that. And I think you're right, how social media, if they use it in a good way, there's a lot of talent out there that we can find now because of it. So it's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to ask where your social media is at here in just a second, but I want to talk about these other two songs. This next one is called Broke My Rose-Colored Glasses. Tell us this one.
Well, like I said, there was a couple of really tragic relationships in between the divorce and then my recent relationship. And there was one gentleman that I had been hoping that things were going to work out with. And it's funny how, when you see somebody through those rose-colored glasses, you just think that they're perfect and they, can't do anything wrong. And the whole time that I was saying that, I was interested in dating him and being with him or whatever, everybody told me, they were like, no, you don't understand. You do not know him. You do not understand what kind of person he is. You don't know the things that he's done. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's just so nice, and we have so much in common, and he's so good to me. And they were like, yes, because he's wanting you to be in a relationship with him anyway. And sure enough, one day I had that moment where I saw him for what he truly was and who he truly was, and I found out all these things to be true, and saw what he was doing behind the scenes against me that I didn't know he was doing. And he broke those rose-colored glasses into a million pieces, and I can't see him in any other light. And and I know that the Lord was involved in that, and he was able to show me what I needed to know to get me out of that situation, so before I really messed up and took my life in a completely different direction. But after that happened, I sat down and I wrote Broke My Rose-Colored Glasses, all but 2 lines of it, and was stuck for about 6 months and just didn't know. And I was angry, man. I was mad at that situation, because I just was like, I really thought I had life figured out and knew what was going to happen, and then here I am stuck back, right where I was. And anyway, I couldn't finish that song, and I finally called Tim and I said, hey, I've got this song I don't know how to finish, and I've got 2 lines that I need. And he said, well, send it to me, I'll give it a look. 15 minutes later, he sends it back. He's got the music done to it. He's got the 2 lines written. It was perfect. I called my producer, Mr. Greg White from SG Studios in Fort Worth, and I said, I think we got a song. He said, send it to me, and sent it over to him, and he called me back. He said, how soon can you get here? And we recorded it and released it, and it was nominated for Song of the Year at the Josie Music Awards in Nashville, Tennessee. We got to go up to the Grand Ole Opry and attend that award show, and sadly we didn't win, but it was just absolutely surreal to be in that Opry House, sitting in the very front row. I got to see Lori Morgan that night. She played A Picture of Me Without You, and I could have reached out and touched her if I wanted to. And,
wow.
It was a just magical moment that I'll never forget. And so something good really did come out of that. This song, obviously, we love this song and has done really well for us on the charts. Lots of people have told me they get it and they understand it. They've lived it. And then I got to, go to Nashville and be a part of the Grand Ole Opry for that, and that was completely amazing. So some good came out of the situation, and so therefore I'm thankful for it in the long run.
What a neat story. You're an inspiration to a lot of folks telling these stories and putting your heart and your soul out there and doing it in your music, too. Your music is fantastic. That is a bonus for everything that's happened to you in your life. Absolutely. The third song, a one-word title, it is called Enough. We can't get enough of April Lynn Smith tonight. I'm loving this, but I know it has a different meaning, so tell us about this one.
Yeah, so Enough was the very first song that I ever wrote. I told you I don't really consider myself a songwriter because I went so long that I didn't write. I was married right after I got out of high school. I was 18 years old and got married and had a baby right away. And like I said, we were married for 19 and a half years. And at the time, whenever I got married, I pretty much had to give up doing music because it was, I was a full-time mom and he was traveling for work and I didn't have time to do music. And so I stopped doing music for a really long time to raise my kids. And then I tried to go back into it at one point, and my husband at the time said, no, that's over. That part of your life's over. You're not doing it. And I said, okay, and thought that was what was best, and so I didn't do anything else with music. And then in 2014 my dad died, and it was very unexpected. He wasn't old. He had a massive heart attack and passed away. And I remember for months after that, it was like I just could not get my bearings. There was nothing that filled the void. I was sad all the time. And then 2 years later, my grandfather passed away. Same thing. I just could not. I still was struggling with my dad's death, and then my grandfather, who had lived next door to me my entire life, was a huge part of my raising. That just pulled the rug out from underneath me. And I couldn't figure out what was missing. And then I had somebody call me, and they said, we need somebody to fill a 30-minute spot on a festival. We know you don't sing very much, but could you please come do this? We've called everybody else we know. And I said, sure. And I got the side eye from my husband at the time, and I told him, I said, it's just 30 minutes. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to go do it. And so I went, and there was a gentleman that was standing in the crowd that night, and he came up to me. He came back behind the stage, and he said, I don't know where you've been or what you've been doing, but if you're not singing music every single day of your life, you're not doing the right thing, and God told me to tell you that.
Wow.
And that really struck me. And so I decided I was going to do music. And so that's when I started back, and my husband said, well, it's me or music. He was like, if you want to do music, that's fine, but we're not going to be together. And I said, I've chosen you for a really long time, and we haven't been happy in a really long time, and there's something missing in my life, and if you can't respect that that's what I need, then this is not where I need to be. And we filed for divorce, and I've been doing music ever since, and that's where the song Enough came from, is I may not be enough for you, but I'm enough for me. And so that's kind of where that track came from, and that's where when we wrote it. And that is probably one that when I play that live, I see more women with tears streaming down their face when I sing that one, and have had more people come up and tell me, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I wish I had the strength you did.
Wow.
And like I say, if that touches one person, if that makes a difference in somebody's life and gives them the strength to do what they need to do, then I did the right thing.
Yep. What a powerful story. And I've been doing this radio show now for 14 years come this May. And I've seen this so many times that people take a break from music, especially the young ladies. They may have a family, a few kids or whatever, and they're like, hey, I'm back in. I got a new song. I'd love to play it, have you play it on the station. We end up circling back. And, boy, I sure hope we circle back here in the near future. This has been a fantastic interview. What powerful stories. Thank you, April.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of your music?
It is all at April N. Smith Music. Everything's just at April N. Smith Music.
Okay. Well, keep doing the music thing. I appreciate your time tonight, and we love your music, and we'd love to have you back anytime. This has been a blast.
Well, thank you so much. I'll look forward to it.
You're welcome. Broke my rose-colored glasses and enough. Coming up with April N. Smith on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
There's a laundry list of reasons I should have walked out that door. Promises were made and chances given once more. But tonight, as I watched your taillights fade into blue, everything inside of me shattered, and then I knew you broke my rose-colored glasses, and nothing can be the same. You twisted and turned them and just damn near burned them in flames. Yeah, you broke my rose-colored glasses today. Maybe someday I'll agree your leaving was good for me. Everyone just says to give it some time and I'll see. But my vision's just a blur. My heart's flame has turned to smoke. My rose-colored glasses ain't the only thing you broke. You broke my rose-colored glasses, and nothing can be the same. You twisted and turned them and just damn near burned them in flames. Yeah, you broke my rose-colored glasses today. Now I've begged you and pleaded and driven myself insane. The problem's not me, it's you. You ain't ever gonna change. You broke my rose-colored glasses, and nothing can be the same. You twisted and turned them and just damn near burned them in flames. Yeah, you broke my rose-colored glasses today. You twisted and turned them and just damn near burned them in flames. Yeah, you broke my rose-colored glasses today. You broke my rose-colored glasses.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She saw his headlights swerving up the drive. She's mad as hell, but thankfully he's alive. And as he stumbled in, she met him at the But the truth is she needs this time to find her way alone. After years of second chances, she has nothing left to give. Mistakes became his choices. That's not how she wants to live. She said, I gave you all I had, but it wasn't enough. When my tears started falling, I knew I had to get tough. You spent every weekend hanging out with friends. No matter what I say, the bottle always wins. You love whiskey, wine, and women more than you love me. And after 15 years together, I can finally see. Walking out this door, setting myself free. I may not be enough for you, but I'm damn sure enough for me. I may not be enough for you, but I'm damn sure enough for me.
Her name is April N. Smith from the great state of Texas, and she's got some great music, and boy, what great backstories to her songs as well. That's why I love doing the interviews. They are called The Stories Behind the Songs. If you want to check out my upcoming interview schedule, you can do that at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I've got some good ones coming up, and tomorrow night is Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the show gets played 3 times in a row, and that show starts at 7 o'clock Central Time as well. Got some great radio interviews on that tomorrow night, and then New Music Friday night as well. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICRIndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. To kick off this next hour and the final hour of the show, my good friend Brian Mullins, who is also the director of new artist promotions for Virginia, is going to kick us off with a great tune called Cowtown Road on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Sunrise over hills, casting golden rays. Meadow Bridge awakes in those simpler days. Roaming the streets from dusk till dawn, no curfews in sight. We were no one's pawns. No worries about tomorrow, just living for today. In this town where the heart never fades away. Oh, life was sweet down on Cowtown Road, going to the drive-in on Friday night, falling in love under those star-filled skies. We grew up together, enjoying in strife in this little town. We found the spice of life. Outhouses in the back, under the willow tree. Memories of childhood, wild and carefree. Racing cars at the lane, wearing out those brakes. To the girls in bikinis at Summersville Lake. Sunday mornings in church, we'd gather and sing. Voices rising up like a bird on the wing. Oh, life was sweet down on Cowtown Road, going to the drive-in on Friday night, falling in love under those star-filled skies. We grew up together, Every porch swing story, every whispered prayer tied our lives together like the sweet summer air. No secrets kept hidden, nothing ever felt wrong. In Meadow Bridge, we found where we belong. Oh, life was sweet down on Cowtown Road, going to the drive-in on Friday night, falling in love under those star-filled skies. We grew up together, enjoying in strife in this little town. We found the spice of life. So here's to the memories, to the love that we grew, to the life that we lived, and the friendships we knew. In the heart of West Virginia, where the river bends its flow, life was truly sweet down on Cowtown Road. You know, life was sweet down on Cowtown Road. You know.
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Mike Corellis Music. Find Mike Corellis Music on the Sponsors tab at KICRNDCountryRadio.com and on MikeCorellisMusic.com.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. You roll out of bed, hair falling just right, and laugh in the morning like it's Friday night, bare feet tapping on that old wood floor. Every smile you give makes me want you more. You don't dress up just to turn a head, you shine in the life we're living instead, singing a tune I ain't heard before, and I'm falling again, wanting more and more. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much, how your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night, the way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you, every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. You speak your mind, stand strong and true. You're the answer when the day runs through. Love so deep and you give so free. You're the best kind of woman a man can see. You turn the hard times into something sweet. Pull me in close, never miss a beat. One look from you and my sky turns blue. Girl, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much, how your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night, the way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you, every little thing that you say or do, no part of you too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, you'll kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. Ooh, girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. Yeah, I love everything.
His name is Mike Corellis. The song is called Everything About You. I love everything about that song. And Mike Corellis is a sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show. You can go to the sponsors tab at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Scroll down until you see Mike Corellis logo. Click on that. It'll take you right to his website and everything he's got going on in the world of country music. And he does have it going on. He is also from the great state of Texas. Well, we were talking about in the April Lynn Smith interview from Texas about all of this young talent that is out there in the world. Well, this next artist is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. She is 13 years old. She's from the UK, and she's got a great tune called Small Town Bonnie. If you know the story of Bonnie and Clyde, you'll get the gist of this song. Her name is Evelyn Cornell. This is called Small Town Bonnie on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Babyface sharpie in a getaway car, spray painting signs we wouldn't get far. I burned the ride. Small town Bonnie, the neighbors would curse us. We dished all the doors and we laughed out your kitchen and skipped all the chores we had. Small town Clyde, and I seen it. Oh, don't hate the villain, hate the gang. And I watched you fall. Don't hate the life
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday, live from Branson, Missouri, on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Rolling down the highway, windows down, sun in my eyes, got my baby by my side, and I'm feeling so alive. You said you'd always be there, but you faded like the night. My truck's still waiting for me, shining in the porch light. Leather seats and freedom, that's the love I understand. You left me in the rear view, but my Chevy's still my man. I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. It never lets me down, always pulls me through. With the radio up and the sky so blue, I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. Remember all those late drives? You complained about the dust, but my Chevy just keeps rolling. In my Chevy I trust. You took off with the sunset, but I'm not feeling blue, 'cause my truck's got my back and it's truer than you. I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. It never lets me down, always pulls me through. With the radio up and the sky so blue, I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. Maybe someday I'll find a love that's built to last, but until then I'm sticking with my foot on the gas. I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. It never lets me down, always pulls me through. With the radio up and the sky so blue, I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. With the radio up and the sky so blue, I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you. Yeah, my Chevy's got my heart and that's the honest truth. I love my Chevy truck more than I could ever love you.
Her name is Katie Lee Russell. That is called I Love My Chevy Truck, and I love that song. We'll send that out to her grandson who is hanging out with her tonight. He wanted to hear it. I already had it loaded for tonight, and I hope we got to hear it live. So she's been hanging out with us, Katie Lee Russell and her husband Ron and the grandson over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show, and he's got a great song that's doing quite well already, but we're going to even push it a little bit further by sending it out to the 13 radio stations that pick up this program. It's a great song about Texas, Texas Dust, from Devin Yannick on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Just when my heart was getting drawn to Tennessee, no harm in her meeting my folks back home in Abilene. We went out one night to my old stomping ground. It was a shame how everything got turned around. She saw something in my eyes I didn't see, something she misread in a smile that song came on, it'd bring up a little history. And that's when my ex asked for a two-step for old time's sake. I thought a gentleman would say yes, but I guess that was my mistake. 'Cause my girl saw something in my eyes I didn't see, something she misread in a smile I didn't mean. That old fire between my old flame and me was over and done. She had her mind made up. She blew me a Tennessee kiss and a cloud of Texas dust. She left a half-empty glass of Jack and stormed on out. I knew she was done 'cause I couldn't chase her down. I would have explained, but it was way too late to say I didn't choose Texas over the volunteer state. But she saw something in my eyes I didn't see, something she misread in a smile that I didn't mean. That old fire between my old flame and me was over and done, but she had her mind made up. She blew me a Tennessee kiss and a cloud of Texas dust. Yeah, was that the end of us?
It's the Tim Kelly Show. Indie Wednesday, new indie country all the way. From small town bars to big time dreams, he's spinning the songs you gotta hear today. The Tim Kelly Show, Indie Wednesday, best new country on your airwave. Don't touch that dial, let the good times play. It's the Tim Kelly Show, Indie Wednesday. Oh, oh, Indie Wednesday. Oh, oh.
What day is it? Can you tell me where I've been? Am I home now? Did the nightmare finally end? 'Cause I've been my biggest enemy. Won't you wake me in the morning? I think I need some sleep. And won't you come down with me? Wrap me in your arms. Oh, but please don't leave. 'Cause I promise I'll make better choices next time. But sometimes I need an escape from my mind. And when it's all over, I'll tell you I'm just fine. Oh, you know I'll try to hide it, but I want saved this time. 'Cause I made it out, I made
These wicked games I'm playing are over now. 'Cause I made it out, I made it out alive. I thank God for parting water to help me fly. I made it here, and I'm finally out. These wicked games I've been playing are over now.
What a uniquely different song that is in the world of country music. I'm mesmerized by it. That is the 7th time I have aired that on the program. It is called Parting Water. Her name is Madison Sharp, who just so happens to be the Director of New Artist Promotions for Missouri for KICR Indie Country Radio. And Madison is from Moberly, Missouri, and me and her just had a great radio interview not too long ago. You can check it out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives as well. Brand new music from another talented lady. Her name is Noelle Tolan. She works with my good friends Brickshore Media out of Nashville, Tennessee. Her latest single is called Handmade on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
It ain't no run of the mill, fresh off the factory line. It ain't no new off the shelf, people waiting to buy. It's got a few cracks in it, it's been around a minute. It's got a little wear on it, well it's yours if you want it. It's handmade, stitched together by life, threaded with tears, hellos, goodbyes and heartbreaks. So handle with care, it's taking a beating but it got me here. So love it boy, it's a one of a kind love that ain't fake. This heart is handmade. I've been scared to jump with you into forever, 'cause I've been duct tape glued and barely held together. But I'm wiser now, and maybe you'll find out. For worse or for better, I'm something to treasure. I'm handmade, stitched together by life, threaded with tears, hellos, goodbyes and heartbreaks. So handle with care, it's taking a beating but it got me here. So love it boy, it's a one of a kind love that ain't fake. This heart is handmade. Spit shine with a little grit, but it's all mine to give. Handmade, stitched together by life, threaded with tears, hellos, goodbyes and heartbreaks. So handle with care, it's taking a beating but it got me here. So love it boy, it's a one of a kind love that ain't fake. This heart is handmade. Handmade.
listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Sunday morning getting to my place of worship. Got up on time, but my head still hurts. Walking up the steps, something caught my eye. What the heck is she doing in that skirt? Pretty little thing walking down that aisle. Turning gave me that fallen angel smile. Beads of sweat dripping down my brow. Good Lord, I ain't thinking about the good Lord now. I know that can't be allowed in church. The greeters at the door must have left their perch. Put a big hitch in my salvation search. Lord, that can't be allowed in church. Waiting on the sermon to save my soul. Head starts spinning as I start to kneel. She came in late and settled right by me with her tight knit sweater and her 4-inch heels. Got me thinking about the good Lord's bounty and how it's better to give than receive. I had my doubts when I was younger, but there's 5 reasons to believe. I know that can't be allowed in church. The greeters at the door must have left their perch. Put a big hitch in my salvation search. Lord, that can't be allowed in church. There's laws about guns going in the courtroom and taking alcohol into the show. I know the Tea Party's for our rights, but this is one freedom that has to go. Flash, the hour's over. Gotta get back to my football Sunday. Fond memories will surely fade, but I'm calling my senator first thing Monday. I know that can't be allowed in church. The greeters at the door must have left their perch. Put a big hitch in my salvation search. Lord, that can't be allowed in church. There's laws about guns going in the courtroom and taking alcohol into the show. I know the Tea Party's for our rights, but this is one freedom that has to go. You know it.
His name is Ben Trexel. He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show, and that is called That Can't Be Allowed in Church. If you like the song, you got to check out the video. It definitely tells the story of the song, and you can check it out on ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. We are radio, we are television, and that is a fantastic song and video. Ben Trexel Music is where you can find him on social media. This next artist is my good friend Tracy Kennedy from Canada. Wrote a song about a number, 86,400, on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Alarm clock talking, eyelids bucking, DJ shouting what we don't want to hear. Time to get with it, hard as I can hit it. Before I go, you've got to know your love gets me through. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, boy, I think about you your sweet kissing. Even now, I'm counting down till I get back to you. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, boy, I think about you 86,400 times a day. Wide awake, we're sleeping late, I can't keep my mind off you. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, boy, I think about you 86,400 times. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, boy, I think about you 86,400 times a day.
Here we go, Tim Kelly on your radio. Fresh new country shining through. Indie voices made for you. It's the Tim Kelly Show. New country's best, let it roll. Indie stars and stories told. Radio interviews, heart and soul. The Tim Kelly Show, where new country takes control. Front porch light in a gravel town. Boots stay dusty when the sun goes down. Never met a guy named Calvin Klein. Ain't no Versace on the clothesline. Only stars we know hang on the wall, and the ones burning bright when the night wind calls. Girl, hop in this Chevy, spend them good years round. Girl, slide on over, I'll Chevy you down. Ain't never on a Ford, won't drive a Dodge. Bow tie Chevy sleeps in my garage. Never mess with that foreign trash. I like my trucks loud when I hit the gas. Bench seat warm from the miles we made. Windows down in the Marlboro haze. Girl, this road don't care where we've been. Just cowgirl up and climb on in. Be my Bonnie, I'm your Clyde tonight. Cowgirl up, be my ride or die. Girl, climb in, let's roll out of this town. Moonlight falling and the radio loud. Moonshine sweating in a mason jar. Girl, you light me up like a midnight star. Ain't no freeway lights, ain't no crowd. Come a little closer, I'll Chevy you down. Never seen the coast of California go, but I've seen heaven in the way you hold. Hair blowing wild through the window frame. Laughing soft when you say my name. Good years humming on a dirt road bend. Crickets singing like a southern band. Girl, this truck and this old hometown might be all the world we need right now. Be my Bonnie, I'm your Clyde tonight. Cowgirl up, be my ride or die. Girl, climb in, let's roll out of this town. Moonlight falling and the radio loud. Moonshine sweating in a mason jar. Girl, you light me up like a midnight star. Ain't no freeway lights, ain't no crowd. Come a little closer, I'll Chevy you down. Barefoot twisting on the tailgate rail. Your shadow swaying in the summer air. Radio humming my outlaw sound while the stars spin slow around this town. Be my Bonnie, I'm your Clyde tonight. Cowgirl up, be my ride or die. Girl, climb in, let's roll out of this town. Moonlight falling and the radio loud. Moonshine sweating in a mason jar. Girl, you light me up like a midnight star. Ain't no freeway lights, ain't no crowd. Come a little closer, I'll Chevy you down. Two-lane road and the speakers loud. Girl, tonight I'm gonna Chevy you down. Chevy you down. Chevy you down. Girl, pull me close right here, right now. Let me Chevy you down.
Can you tell we may not be too fond of Fords on this radio program? That is Chevy You Down. What a great song. Will Theory on that one. And he is a new director of new artist promotions for the state of Ohio. And glad to have him on the staff. You can go to the Meet the Staff tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and check out Will Theory over there as well. And, of course, he plays a lot on this radio show. He's going to be helping us find some great talent to put on this program and put on country radio and do interviews and all that kind of good stuff too. We're just getting started, man. Love it. And he's picked up several nominations for the ISSA Awards and the Josie Awards as well. Congratulations, Will Theory. This next young lady was in my chat room a little bit earlier over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. My good friend from Arizona, Ashley Westcott, and her song called Come On In on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
I don't know what you're feeling. Little secrets your eyes are revealing. You're not a man who likes walking the floor. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. See tonight ain't no lady. It's the other side you've never seen before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Gonna show you like no one loved you before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Like no one's loved you before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Oh, I'm gonna love you like no one's loved you before. the door. So come on in, turn out the light, and close the door.
Her name is Ashley Westcott. That is called Come On In. It is time to turn out the light and close the door on this Indie Wednesday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. Thank you guys for being here tonight. This was a blast, and I want to thank my special guest for being on the program tonight as well, Shimmer Johnson from the great group Shimmer Road and April N. Smith. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time is Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played, and my special guest tomorrow night is Todd Oliver. He played a lot of great shows here in Branson. He's a ventriloquist with his talking dog Irving. He's also a magician, and he also makes music. So we'll talk about all of that tomorrow night. You may have seen him on David Letterman, Late Night with Jay Leno back in on the Tonight Show and stuff like that. And then tomorrow night also I have Bo Powers on the program as well. That's going to be a great show. I look forward to it, and I hope you do as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, I'll see you